Hi there, I'm Suzanne, and I am just so happy that you decided to join me today on the mat. Your workout is an all seated, slow strength routine that is light and easy on the body. So it's really great for anyone, but it's been specifically designed for those dealing with mild ME/CFS. Remember, though, to always listen to your body and take breaks whenever needed, because this is all about feeling better, not worse. We'll use an exercise mat and a set of light free weights. I recommend you start with 2 pounds, and as your strength increases, you can work up to 8 to 10 pounds like I'm showing you here. I will preview each move for you right before we start, and we will do 40 seconds of work with a 20-second break in between for you to rest, recover, and learn your next move. So if you're ready, let's get going here. We're just focusing on our calm breathing to relax and prepare the body for the work we have coming. So continue on with me for the next few seconds and enjoy. We're going to do seated cat-cows here. So to get into position, you want to make sure that you place your hands on the tops of your knees. And you're just going to arch your back and make it into a nice C curve here. You're going to support yourself by straightening those arms and dropping your head down, looking towards your feet. Now go into a reverse direction here, sticking your chest out, pushing your elbows behind you, dropping your head back. Take your arms out to the side now. You're going to reach up and over to stretch out your obliques. Then you're going to slightly turn your torso towards the mat in a bit of a deeper stretch. We're going to switch sides now. Turning your torso and come back to neutral. We are going to jump right into your strength exercises because this is a short workout and I want you to get the most bang for your buck. So go ahead and grab those weights. And you're going to pin both of your elbows into your sides here. You're going to swing those arms up. And then at the bottom here, you're going to do a little hinge motion. You want to make sure that you do not drop your arms all the way down to touch your thighs, or you will reduce the time under tension. You really want to create tension this entire time. If you are feeling really fatigued, of course, you can drop those arms down at any point. Make sure you keep your breathing consistent. You're going to inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down, inhale as you go out, exhale as you come in. Well done. I think those biceps are on fire at this point. You are going to go to the mat for the rest of this routine. Aren't you so excited? We're just doing nice, slow bridges here. So you want to place the weight on the top of your hips. And what you're going to do is just lift your glutes slowly up and off the mat. And you're going to squeeze your glutes at the very top here. You're holding for a few seconds at the top. When you come down, you don't want to come all the way down to the mat. You want to create tension again. So make sure that when you come down, you're just slightly hovering over the mat. You're going to keep your breathing. We're working our glutes and our thighs like crazy here. And even your low back, you might notice some tightness in that area. That's a good thing. Excellent. Bring it down. We're going to work your entire core now, but this one is so wonderful for those dealing with fatigue because it's less taxing on the body. So we're going to do these exercises called dead bugs. You want to bring both of your arms straight up above you. Your knees are bent. Take your knees out slightly wider than shoulder widths apart. And you're going to alternate dropping your right leg down with your left arm. Bring it back together. And then drop your left leg down with your right arm. To prevent any pain from happening in your low back, you want to make sure that it is touching the mat the entire time. And that when you bring your knees up, they are slightly above your lower abdominal region. So they're kind of hovering over the bottom of your ribs. Don't forget to breathe. And you made it. Well done. I know those legs are tired at this point. So we are going to go back to the arms. So this one we're working our lats and triceps. You're going to grab those weights and you're going to make sure that both of your hands are facing each other now. And your elbows, as you bring them down, they're going to kind of grace the side of your abs. You don't want your elbows to pop out. Pretend like they're glued to the side of your body as you bring them down. And as you bring those weights down, you're just doing this like little teeny tricep extension. It seems little, but you are gonna feel the fire very quickly after a few seconds of this one. This is a great way to work the upper back if you have a lot of neck pain from fibromyalgia. I know that was a big problem area for me for a long time, and I couldn't work my upper back. So if you are like that, this is a wonderful go-to exercise to come back to. So this is the halfway mark for your workout. So I want to make sure that you check in with yourself, see how you are really feeling. If you are more fatigued at this point than before you started, I want you to stop the video here and come back and finish this one later on when you're feeling better. Otherwise, come join me for round 2. We are going back into those bridges. This time you can drop both of the free weights. You don't need them. And you're going to do a high stationary bridge, so you're not going to drop the glutes down at any point here. You're going to take your knees out wide, and you're going to use your arms to stay up high. You're going to do little butterfly knee taps here. You're going to tap your knees in and then push them out. So this is working the side of your glutes. It's working your inner thighs, your low back, even your lower abs. The key is to go very slow here and create your own resistance. Try to touch those knees together. I know it can be hard, but that's the end goal. You can work up to it. Well done. Bring it down now and rest. We are going to work those abs again. This one is also safe for neck issues and low back issues. You're going to bring both of your knees as close to your face as possible when you bring them in, and this is where you really create the work here because you're going to squeeze your lower abs as you bring those knees in. I'm resting on my elbows here. You can also do this one lying if you're really fatigued. And you're going to do little butterfly knee taps as you bring those knees in, and then you're going to alternate kicking one leg out. You can rest it on the mat if you need. Bring it in. And then switch legs, rest it on the mat, bring it in. I know your legs are so tired at this point, so it's okay if you have to stop halfway. Just do what you can. So you'll notice that if you don't bring your knees in as close as I'm showing you, you won't actually feel this in your abs so much. So give it a try and see how you do. If you didn't do so well on that one, you can always try it again next time you come back to do this workout. We're lying down again and we are working your chest. So give those legs and abs a break. We need it. Grabbing those free weights, you're just going to do little chest presses. You're going to push those arms up. Your palms are facing away from you as you press up. And as you come to the top, you're just going to do these little twists at the top with your hands. Just kind of works a different part of the chest. Going nice and slow. And just a side note, if you don't feel like the weights you are currently using are challenging you enough, then I recommend go ahead and grabbing heavier weights for this exercise in particular because the chest muscles are really big and they can handle a lot of resistance. Bring it down. Oh my goodness, we are just so close to the end. You still with me? Okay, you're turning onto your stomach for this one. We are going to alternate between little assisted cobras here, pressing your hands into the mat, coming up into a low back bend, and then you're going to do these little flexed feet hamstring curls. Your knees are out farther than shoulder widths apart, so your legs are not together when you do this. You're going to flex, squeeze those hamstrings, drop the legs down, and then come up into a cobra. In order for this hamstring exercise to be effective, you also need to create your own resistance here. So really squeeze the back of the thighs when you bring those legs in. As you press those hands into the mat, come up as high as you can so that you feel tension in your low back. And don't forget to breathe on this one. I don't want you to pass out. Excellent. Take a breather. And wonderful, fantastic news. It is time for your stretch. You made it. I hope you're so proud. Please don't skip this part. It's incredibly important for recovery after. So we're going into a nice child's pose here. You want to just press your hands into the mat and you're going to push your entire body back so that your torso and your thighs are resting on your shins. You're going to go back to the breath work we had in the beginning to relax the nervous system, calm the body, and to just recover. And I know we want to stay here forever, but we need to move on to the next stretch. Trust me, it feels amazing. It's worth it. We're going into these little pyramids here. You are going to try to press your heels into the mat, but if you can't, you can also do little pedal pushers up at the top. And you want to make sure you have a good grip on that mat. Don't want to slip and slide. And you can alternate pressing those heels into the mat to release tension in the back of those legs, in the calves, the shins. You should feel a release in your chest area, your low back. And just stay here as long as you can. If you're starting to get dizzy, don't worry about it. You can come out of it and go back to the child's pose. Excellent. Coming to seated now, we're going to do a feel-good butterfly stretch. If this one is challenging for you in the beginning, don't worry, that's normal. In time, the more you do it, the easier it will get. So you're going to press the bottoms of your feet together, and you're going to press your elbows into the sides of your knees in order to keep them down towards the mat. If you can, try to lean forward. The more forward you lean, the more intense this will be. Just work up to it. And it should feel really good, not painful. Keep your breathing nice and slow inhales and exhales. And just relax. Coming out of it now. You can crisscross those legs or keep them as they were, and we're going to stretch out your upper body and then go back to our deep breathing. So you're going to clasp your hands together and you're going to bring them behind you, stretching out your chest, and you can drop your head up and down, whatever position feels good. And now you can swing those arms in front of you, clasping your hands, lifting them slightly up and down, making your back into a C curve. Okay, now just rest your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and go back to your deep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Great job today. I hope that you are feeling so much stronger already. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more workouts if you enjoyed this one. And if you would like more full body routines safe for ME/CFS, fibromyalgia, and more, go ahead and click the links in the description box below to visit my website. To continue on with another complementary routine to this one, I encourage you to click one of the videos you see here now. As always, I'm so glad you joined me today, and I hope you can visit me again soon. Take care.